Okay guys, right, so paper 2, the last 5 questions from paper 2, trying to focus on getting that grade 5 strong finish at the end of the papers. So the first question in our list is an expansion of 2 brackets. So we're expanding and then we're going to simplify. So the instructions are expand and then simplify, nice and clear. So how do we expand 2 brackets? So there are 2 popular methods that I've seen students using with lots of success. One of them is the grid method, which people quite like, so we'll have a look at that one first. You have a little grid, you're going to multiply, because when 2 things are next to each other in algebra, like AB, it means A times B, so it means this bracket, because it's right next to that one, times this bracket. So we're timesing the 2 brackets together, and we can write our first bracket in the top here, so we can have an x there, and we'll put the plus 9 over there. And this bracket here we'll put on the side, so we've got x and a minus 3. Always include the signs. The sign is always in front of the thing that it belongs to. So then we just have to fill out the boxes by multiplying each thing together. So we can do x times x, which is x squared, x times 9, which is 9x, x times minus 3, which is minus 3x, and then minus 3 times a plus 9. So a minus times a plus is a minus, and 3 9s are 27. So we can write out our answer, which is x squared plus 9x minus 3x and a minus 27 on the end. Alright, so that's the expansion done. We've expanded. Now we need to simplify. And if you write these out in the order that you get given, the middle 2 terms, the x terms, can be collected, called collecting like terms. They like each other, they are the same, so we can put them together. So 9x take away 3x, that will simplify down to 6x. So we can write our x squared in again. 9x minus 3x becomes a plus 6x. And then the minus 27, that was the only number that we had, so we can just leave that alone on the end. Okay, and that would be the final solution. Expanded and simplified. Nice easy marks. The next question is talking about making A the subject of a formula. So we've given a formula. This is part of the SUVAT formulas. These, just a bit of background, these formulas are, they're used for measuring like acceleration and velocity, like speed, and over a certain amount of time. So T's for time, A's for acceleration. U is your starting velocity, your starting speed in a direction, and V is your final velocity, how fast are you going at the end. And it says make A the subject. If you are the subject of a conversation, then the conversation is about you. You're the main thing. So if we look at the formula, who is the formula about? Who's the main person in the formula at the moment? Well, V, the formula is all about V. It's V equals this. We don't want V to be the subject of our formula. We want to make A the star of the show, the star of the conversation. So we need to get A equals. We need A equals. And to do that, we need to move the U and the T. We're going to move them to the other side of the equation, and we'll leave A on its own. Then it will be the subject. It will be the center of attention, if you like. So how do we move things across the equation? So let's try and see if we can find an easy, quick way to do this. So V equals U plus A times T. All right, and if you want to move things across, you have to do the opposite. You move them and they do the opposite on the other side. Do the inverse, it's called. So at the moment, what's the U doing to our star of the show? Well, the U is being added to the A, okay, because the A term is here and U is being added to it. So if we want to, this is a positive U, so if I move it over, it will become the opposite to itself. So what's the opposite of adding, or the opposite of positive? It will become negative. So V is already over here. The U is going to come and join him, and it's going to become a negative U because it was a positive U on this side. And then we were left with just the AT. Alright, so we're getting closer to making A the subject. He's just still hanging around with the T. what's happening here, we spoke about it up here, didn't we? When two letters are together, it means they are multiplying each other. So if I want the t to move to the opposite side of the equation, he's going to have to do the opposite to what he's doing now, which is timesing the a. So he's going to divide whatever is on this side when he comes over to the left-hand side. So I can write down what is already there. V minus u is already there. The t is going to come over and it's going to divide this side. All right? And in algebra, to divide, you use a fraction line. So everything's going to be divided by the t as he comes over the equal sign. And that just leaves a. A is now the subject of the formula, okay, because he's on his own. All right, so hopefully that's been helpful for you. And we'll carry on with this playlist.